Lando Norris is the world champion. The number one is gone from the Red Bull, and Max Verstappen now faces the most dangerous gamble of his career. The 2025 season ended in heartbreak for the Orange Army as their four-year dynasty crumbled. McLaren and Lando Norris beat Red Bull while exposing cracks in an empire that once looked invincible. Max Verstappen finished third in the standings and watched another driver lift the trophy he had come to own. But that pain might pale in comparison to what comes next. Today is January 7th, 2026. Preseason testing in Barcelona is weeks away, and the Formula One grid faces its most radical reset in over a decade. The cars are smaller, the engines are 50% electric, and DRS has been replaced by active aerodynamics that change shape on the fly. Amidst this change, Verstappen made a choice that stunned the paddock by staying. Despite rumors of meetings with Toto Wolff and the open secret that Mercedes has built a massive engine, Max is betting everything on a powertrain that has never turned a wheel in competition. He trusts Red Bull Ford powertrains to beat the established might of Ferrari, Mercedes, and Honda. Christian Horner calls it a romance, while paddock insiders call it a terrifying risk. If this startup engine fails, Verstappen faces lost seasons and the potential disappearance of his prime career years into the midfield. The 2026 machines have shed the large proportions of the last era. The FIA's nimble car concept has slashed the width by 10 centimeters and chopped the wheelbase significantly. These cars are 30 kilograms lighter, agile, and look aggressive. The real revolution is the air, as the drag reduction system is gone. It has been replaced by X-mode and Z-mode active aerodynamics, where the front and rear wings flatten out on straights to reduce drag, then snap back in corners to glue the car to the asphalt. Drivers are managing a shape-shifting vehicle while deploying 350 kilowatts of electric power, which is nearly triple the previous amount. For a driver like Verstappen with exceptional car control, this unstable, sliding, low downforce philosophy sounds ideal, but it will not matter if the engine powering it fails. This angle worries Christian Horner. For the first time in its history, Red Bull is a manufacturer rather than a customer. They built a factory, hired hundreds of staff, and partnered with Ford to build the 2026 power unit entirely in-house. Laurent Mekitis called it the craziest challenge in recent F1 history, because building a hybrid engine to compete with Mercedes is a massive undertaking. The engine is running on the dyno and sounds aggressive, but rumors from late 2025 suggested they were behind on electrical recovery targets. If the Ford unit lacks efficiency, Verstappen will be vulnerable on straights as he drains his battery while Mercedes and Ferrari pull away. Max claims he is loyal, but horsepower wins championships rather than loyalty. If you are enjoying this analysis, please subscribe and enable notifications as we cover breaking F1 stories every week. We now return to the engine situation. Red Bull is figuring out how to build an engine, but Mercedes might have already broken the rules intelligently. Reports from Italy and Germany suggest the silver arrows have found a gray area in the thermal expansion regulations. The rulebook limits the engine compression ratio to 16:1. But rumors say the new Mercedes power unit expands under heat to hit an effective 18:1 ratio on track. This is an estimated 10 to 15 horsepower advantage before the season begins in Melbourne. Ferrari and Audi are reportedly furious and sent preemptive letters to the FIA, but if the device passes scrutiny, we could see another period of domination. This explains why Toto Wolff was confident last year, as he knew what they had developed, and Max turned it down. The RB22 is the first Red Bull car in 2 decades without Adrian Newey's final sign-off. The designer left for Aston Martin last year to win rather than retire. Aston Martin is now the factory Honda team, which is the same manufacturer that powered Max to his first 3 titles. Newey combined with a Honda engine is a proven championship formula. Reports from Silverstone indicate the AMR26 is radical and features suspension tricks that mimic the band Venturi effects. Max is fighting Lando Norris and George Russell, but he is also fighting the legacy of the man who built his best cars. If the Aston Martin is faster than the Red Bull immediately, it will be ironic to see the creator defeating his creation. The garage next to Max looks different this year because Sergio Perez is gone and took his sponsorship money to the new Cadillac F1 team. Isaac Hadjar now sits in his place. The young Frenchman earned his shot after a strong F2 campaign and showing at Racing Bulls, but placing a rookie in a title fight is a risk. We saw what happened to Albon and Gasly. If the 2026 Red Bull is difficult to drive with the reduced downforce, Hadjar could struggle to support Max. In the Constructors' Championship, a second driver who is 5/10 off the pace can be fatal to the team's chances. McLaren has Norris and Piastri, Mercedes has Russell and Antonelli, and Ferrari has Leclerc and Hamilton. Max Verstappen is fighting 3 super teams on his own, with a rookie teammate who has never started a Grand Prix. The number 1 is painted on a McLaren now, so Max's car will carry the number 3 for the first time since 2021. He confirmed this days ago and said he prefers 1-3 better than 2, referring to his old number 33. It symbolizes a change in his mindset as he becomes the hunter again. The pressure of defending a streak is gone and replaced by the drive to reclaim the title. This position makes him dangerous psychologically. We saw an aggressive and uncompromising Max in late 2025 when the title was slipping away. With a new car that slides more and requires more inputs, the driving style suits his aggression. He does not need the fastest car to win, just one that is close enough to attack. The rest of the field also poses a threat. McLaren enters 2026 as the favorite, with a Mercedes engine that is rumored to be extremely powerful. Lando Norris has championship experience, and Oscar Piastri is a complete competitor. Cadillac is the unknown variable, as the American giant entered the sport with serious plans and picked up experienced drivers like Perez and Bottas. They are not expected to win immediately, but their presence affects the points distribution. A chaotic midfield means more traffic, more strategy issues, and more chances for Red Bull to make mistakes. The grid is tight, so if Red Bull slips to the 3rd or 4th fastest team, Max could be fighting just to reach the podium. This season defines Max Verstappen's career. Winning 4 titles in a dominant car proved he was the best of his generation, but winning a 5th title in a new era with a new engine manufacturer against a grid of world champions would secure his status in history. The stakes are incredibly high. If the Red Bull Ford project fails, the exit clauses in his contract will become the biggest story of the summer. We know he has performance-related options, so if he is 5th in the championship by July, talks with Mercedes or Aston Martin will likely restart. However, Red Bull and Ford might have succeeded in building a powerful engine in secret while everyone watched Mercedes. If they have, Max Verstappen will defeat the competition and prove his loyalty was justified. The 2026 regulations were designed to level the field, but they might have set the stage for an aggressive comeback. The dynos are running at full power in Milton Keynes, and the wind tunnels are shutting down. In less than 3 weeks, the covers come off, and we will find out if Max made the right choice. Barcelona testing awaits.